What I wish you knew earlier about food was that food is my alcohol. Please note through this video, I'm still struggling with my food addiction. I still work with a nutritionist, and I've spent the last year in eating disorder therapy. My name is Laura Mai. I'm a marketing consultant looking to make ethical marketing easy. I wanted to open up today to talk about some of the worst experiences that I've had in the workplace and talk about 6 ways that we can hopefully come together to make our workplaces more healthy and both mentally and physically for people in general, not only people with food addictions. I think we all have insecurities around food and weight and shape and the way that we look. So yeah, we'll get into it. This story takes place in my first job after university. I was quite thin coming out of university, probably the thinnest I'd been since I was 13 and really started struggling with restrictive eating. And I got a lot of comments in the office about the volume of food I would eat. If you know how calories work, I'm not going to get into it, but I would eat a large volume of food, and I would get a lot of comments around that, especially from this one boss that I had. And no one, I don't blame anyone, right? Because it was weird, like my eating pattern was disordered. But because of all the comments I was getting on, wow, that's a lot of food, or just every single day a comment about my food and then how tiny I was, right? That was really hard. And I started avoiding lunch with other people because I felt so weird. And I knew in my head what I was doing wasn't healthy, right? But it led to me staying at home more out of the office, reinforcing my behavior, all of this kind of stuff. And coming out of the other end of therapy and working with a nutritionist and stuff like that, there are 6 things that I think that we could do to make the experience in the workplace for people better. If you're watching this, I really appreciate you taking the time to be interested in this subject of human health so that we can all work together. You are so kind, and yeah, we need more people like you in the world. So let's get into these 6 things that I think could really help make the workplace just that little bit better, not only for people struggling with food addictions, because I understand that's not everyone. Like, I understand that I was the one with the problem, right? I'm not blaming anyone. But I think that these 6 tips will really, it works for everyone. I see no one that these tips don't benefit from. So the first tip is to realize that anyone of any gender, race, age can be struggling with an eating disorder. It's not limited to one type of person. The second thing is to consider having more non-food centered socials. Food should be a part of our culture and our life and our fueling, but it doesn't have to be everything, right? And the third thing is to question whether your work environment does encourage an unhealthy eating pattern within your employees. The fourth thing is to raise awareness about eating disorders in general, what the symptoms are, what they look like, just so it can be more recognized. The 5th thing, don't comment on people's body. The 6th thing, don't comment on people's food. I think that is all. And again, thank you so much. If you're curious more about me and my food journey, I have an interview up about how this all started with my nutritionist, Emmy. She's amazing. So I've been struggling with this since I was around 5. So if you're like me and you've been struggling with this for a long time, there is a way out, and we'll link that video in the blog post or in the caption of this video somewhere for you to find it. Anyways, I appreciate you so much. Again, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.